Hello, people. I have finally made it to 300 subscribers. Hallelujah! It only took 2 years, I think, to get here, but we're finally here. Yay! Woohoo! I'm gonna stop now. Okay, so as promised, I'm doing a Q&A with the questions that you guys have given me from when I posted the video back in February, so let's hope that this turns out okay. Anyways, I kind of want to get this out of the way first. In my user, the L in Love Struckly is a lowercase L for a reason. I think it makes him feel more aesthetic or something. I don't really know. But it's a lowercase L. I can let it slide if you're typing it from your phone. I can understand that. But if you're gonna call me by something, which I would prefer you use my nickname, but if you're gonna call me by Love Struckly, remember to type it out as lowercase L of Struckly. Surprised that I was able to pull that off, but okay. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's get to the questions. That really depends on what you mean by that. Like, of the ones that I personally made, so far the ones I've completed, I realized that I like my Show Yourself MEP quite a bit. It was my first full completed MEP ever, and it turned out so pretty. And I'm still really proud of it, considering now that I've released my Alora Show Yourself mini edit is what I'm gonna call it. So yeah, in terms of ones I've made, that's personally my favorite. But in terms of ones that I like from other people, that's a long list. You might have to actually get back to me in personal chat to actually find out my answer to it. No, I actually don't. I actually really hate my videos most of the time. For some reason, I just really don't like how most of them turn out. I think they normally turn out terrible. So far, off the top of my head, I think my favorite one that I've made so far is mostly my mini edits, I think. I'm pretty sure it's mostly my mini edits that I do prefer, to be honest. I just really like how they're turning out right now, and I'm glad that I have more practice in that kind of editing. So in terms of anime shows, I only like Ouran High School Host Club and Yuri on Ice. I think those are better than some other animes. Like, I don't understand the appeal of some of them, because no offense to Japan, but their animes are really whack sometimes. I've seen clips, it's really whack. But in terms of anime movies, my favorite is definitely Your Name, or otherwise known as Kimi no Na wa. I think I'm saying that right. It's a animated movie that from Japan, I believe, that I recently made an edit of, like I would like to say about a month ago or so. I don't know. Quarantine is kind of messing up my time factor, so let's move on. I don't know what vampire series is. I do not look stuff like that up. I just don't. But for Hazbin Hotel, I think it's really interesting. I think it has the possibility to be very creative, and it's going to be something very new. Like, usually I don't like adult humor like that. I don't usually like jokes about sex. drugs and stuff like that, but Handmaid's Tale looks really interesting, and I love Angel Dust. I love Angel Dust so much. That depends on the fandom for category, unfortunately. It really depends on what one you meet. If you want the answer to that, you're gonna have to ask me yourself.
The seasons turn and change just like
TV shows. Not really many come to mind. It's like, as a very young child, I can definitely think of Teletubbies and Max and Ruby as a really young child, along with Backyardigans. But on terms of shows, before I was officially a teenager, that would probably be Austin Alley and My Little Pony are probably my favorite ones in terms of TV shows in specific. Those are just the main ones I can think of, so. Being able to work with other editors because, well, there are a lot of talented people on this site, despite that YouTube is woohoo! But I really like the chance to be able to work with other people, and I love how creative some people can be. And plus, the way some of you guys edit is really unique. I really like how you guys edit, so yeah. And I also like MEVs in general. I think they're pretty and can be either really dark or really moving or make you feel any emotion. I just really like them. That really depends on terms of book genre. I mean, it would probably be currently young adult contemporary. I find those really fun to read, and a lot of the ones that I read now are definitely more investing to me and ones I can more relate to. So that's always a bonus. Definitely Frozen. It has done a lot for me, and when people hate on it, things don't go well. I am 17. I will be turning 18 in about 4 months, I like to say. It's actually the non-Disney community. I remember growing up and watching them at the age of 12, and I always thought that it was so creative since I was a huge animation fan back then, but I'm definitely a bigger one now. And it definitely inspired me a lot for the videos I make. And it's actually the shipping between Jack and Elsa that actually got me into it overall. I don't ship them anymore, but I always hold a special place in my heart for them because of that reason. They change, but in a cycle that I honestly do not know. Because, like, I have a lot of sets that are planned, but I try to make sure that I finish my sets first before I start another one, because that just makes it easier. Even though currently I am technically working on 3 sets right now, I haven't finished my Greatest Showman AU yet. Even though I am in the process of finishing one of the songs, I'm just really and I don't have an attachment to that one anymore. But on terms of the ones that I have planned currently, the next one is actually for Pride Month, so hopefully I can get the Greatest Showman parts of 6 as well as Wicked done, along with Arendelle Sisters as the Princess and the Pauper. I'm not going to say what the next set is, but keep an eye out for that. Depends on my mood, honestly. Lately, I've been rewatching a lot of Disney movies on Disney Plus because quarantine and I'm bored as heck. But currently, though, that would definitely be the Frozen films, Treasure Planet, sometimes Tangle when I'm in the mood, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Beauty and the Beast, and Big Hero 6, and Meet the Robinsons. Those are definitely the ones off the top of my head that I enjoy the most. You guys really need to work on your grammar. Okay, a lot of you need to work on your grammar. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I love Voltron. I will always love Voltron, and I know a lot of you people are fans of Voltron and are subscribed to my channel, along with the mutuals of mine. And trust me, Voltron will always hold a very dear place in my heart. They will. My love for Keith and Lance is endless. My love for Lotor is high up there as well. My shippings for that show are definitely endless, are definitely very important to me as well. That's for sure. But my problem is that it's not a very well written show overall. Like, season 1 and season 2 are definitely really, really strong, and I do care about the seasons that way. The problem is I don't like season 2 because I didn't like seeing Keith treated like that, because I relate to Keith a lot, and seeing him sad like that really hurt me, so... But overall, Voltron is something I do love a lot, and I mean a lot. If you guys have seen my channel, you guys know how much I care about Voltron. But the writing could definitely be stronger in a lot of the show. Like, it definitely could be stronger in season 8, even though I have subscribers who like season 8. Kudos to you. But the writing is just not really strong in certain areas, and I hate the producers, so they have lost respect for me, and they are working on things I like, so let's hope they don't ruin that. But overall, Voltron is definitely a show I do really like, and I really do care for it a lot. But there were so much potential for it, but that was just ruined, so I will always love it, but it could have been written better. Depends on the novel, honestly. I don't read a lot of series anymore, but like I said, I like a lot of YA contemporaries. And I do like reading stuff that I can personally relate to, and I like reading about great representation with sexuality and stuff like that. I do like those. I might do a video about my love for books in the future. My love for books isn't that strong as it used to be. I might make a video about it, but I'm not sure. My relationship with my GF is definitely very healthy, I like to say. Like, true, we bicker a lot because we have differing opinions, and we do annoy the heck out of each other, for sure. I know I annoy her, and I'm sure she annoys me. I know that for sure. But she is amazing, and she actually has made it to the point where she is probably one of the top 5 most important things in my life. Sure, she knows I will probably never... Okay, she knows I will never care about her as much as I care about Clance and Frozen, but she doesn't care because we just want to be together. Being in a long-distance relationship is really difficult, but somehow she and I make it work. Basically, what my advice is, no matter how hard it gets, keep going. Love is worth it. That's a hard question. I don't really follow that many actors. Like, I don't care about a lot of actors, to be honest. off the top of my head, I will definitely have to say Idina Menzel. She voices Elsa. I like Kristen Bell. She voices Anna. Minnie Moore, I like her. She voices Rapunzel. Disney actors, I know. And I also really like Tom Holland, and I love Dove Cameron. My favorite actors are definitely Dove Cameron and Tom Holland. I just really love them both. And Tom Holland is adorable. He is just he's just a pure little geek. I love him. Off the top of my head, because it depends on what you mean. Like, there's Disney musicals, there's movie musicals, there's jukebox musicals. There's also Broadway musicals. It depends on what you mean. I'm just gonna go with one for each category because that's really the best I can do. Jukebox musicals would be Mamma Mia. Disney musicals would be Frozen, obviously. For movie musicals, I would have to say, okay, I don't care about that much with The Greatest Showman anymore. Like, I love the music in it, and that's what makes it a great musical. But as a movie in general, it's not a good movie. And believe me, my mom and I have gotten into arguments about it. But the music in that film is spectacular. And for Broadway musical, that would be Legally Blonde and The Little Mermaid off Broadway. I love those so much. So how I find these musicals that I get into is usually based on if a friend of mine is editing with it, or someone I like is editing with it, or because it's really popular and I hear about it all the time. Like, Wicked is one of the most popular musicals of all time, so not surprising there. Or if I hear it from a friend who is really into it and posts about it sometimes, and I'll look into it and do some research. I am more of a DC fan, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Marvel in certain places. Like, I love Peter Parker in Spider-Man. I love him. The Spider-Man trilogy, but still. I love Scarlet Witch, and I really love the ship of Captain Widow, aka Natasha and Steve. But for me personally, I prefer DC because it has more elements that I like, even though it is hated on a lot in comparison to Marvel, because it's not Marvel and it doesn't have very good stories these days. Which personally is because I think that they're trying their best to ride the coattails of Marvel, and that's not really fair to judge them for it. So, like, they're just trying to get the money that they deserve because they're DC. They have Harley Quinn. They have Batman the Animated Series. They have the Justice League. They have Young Justice. I just personally think it deserves more love than it tends to get. Like I said, Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, Captain America, and for the sake of my girlfriend, I will say Tony Stark. For the sake of her, I'll say that. Each time of year carries memories. I do plan on doing some trailers. I also plan on doing some scenes. I just don't like the overall MCU because I think it's boring. I personally think it's boring. I'm sorry, but a lot of it is really boring to me if it's not comedic. There's a reason why I've only seen Endgame 2 times. Anyways, that is all for your questions. I have finally been able. I am so glad to have gotten this far. I am so glad to have this many subscribers after almost only 2 years of this channel. Although I do need to make an announcement video soon because a lot of you guys need to hear it. So look out for that. Bye.